The room is quiet, a sanctuary where we can think and create without the noise of expectations. Outside, the world moves on, a reminder of life beyond isolation. This space promises focus and peace, but too much quiet can stifle our spirit. We often believe greatness is born in solitude, but is that the whole story? Is the silence of isolation truly genius, or a heart longing for connection? Solitude feels productive, a superpower to dive deep into our minds. But there's a tipping point where silence becomes loneliness, a cage. We are wired for connection. It's our greatest strength, not a liability. We celebrate the lone achiever, but what if true courage is reaching out? What if our best work is found in the messy, beautiful space with others? The question is, can we find our true selves in shared spaces, not alone? The quiet room can be a place of reflection, but not a permanent home. We need to balance solitude with the vibrant energy of human connection. Our creativity thrives not in isolation, but in the company of others. Let's explore the power of connection in our journey to authenticity. Our culture loves the story of the lone wolf, the hero who walks alone. This myth suggests strength in isolation, but real stories tell otherwise. The inventor had mentors, the artist a community, even the cowboy a horse. Human achievement rarely happens in a vacuum. The lone wolf myth is dangerous. It sets impossible standards, making us ashamed to seek help. We hide struggles, pretending control, while falling apart inside. Asking for help is brave. Real wolves thrive in packs, not alone. Our strength comes from belonging to something larger than ourselves. Let's challenge the myth and embrace the power of community. Together we find true strength and resilience. The isolated genius appeals to our desire for control and pure creation. We romanticize the writer in the woods, the musician in the studio. This narrative suggests our best work is untouched by others, but is it true? Isolation promises access to our hidden potential, but at what cost? Solitude can sharpen vision, but prolonged isolation breeds anxiety and loneliness. The paradox, creating for the world while cutting off from it. Human connection gives our work meaning. Isolation risks losing that. The allure of the isolated genius is a double-edged sword. Let's find balance, using solitude as a tool, not a lifestyle. Our creativity flourishes in connection, not isolation. Going it alone promises rewards but hides a steep emotional cost. Our minds need social interaction. Isolation starves them of crucial nutrients. Alone, anxieties magnify, setbacks feel catastrophic, and perspective is lost. Emotional toll. We are wired for belonging, and isolation makes us brittle. Chronic loneliness links to depression, anxiety, and cognitive decline. Ambition in isolation can sabotage success, leaving us alone at the top. The cost of solitude is losing ourselves and having no one to celebrate with. Let's embrace connection to thrive and find joy in our achievements. Even the strongest can break under isolation, like the prophet Elijah. A spiritual giant, Elijah faced opposition and won, yet felt despair alone. After triumph, a death threat drove him to the wilderness, utterly alone. In isolation, his victory felt hollow, strength gone, and he prayed for death. Elijah's breakdown shows success doesn't shield us from loneliness. Isolation strips perspective, leaving fear and exhaustion. His story warns that carrying burdens alone leads to collapse. Elijah believed he was the only one left, a crushing burden. His humanity, not weakness, was revealed in his despair. We must recognize the need for connection to avoid Elijah's fate. Let's learn from Elijah and seek community, not solitude, in our struggles. True strength lies in sharing burdens, not bearing them alone. Elijah's story is a timeless reminder of the power of connection. We are not meant to walk alone. Let's find strength in togetherness. Embrace community to overcome isolation and thrive. At Elijah's lowest, he wasn't shamed but cared for by an angel. The angel offered simple, practical care, food, water, and a gentle touch. Healing began with nourishment, not grand revelations. Small acts of kindness and connection sparked Elijah's restoration. After physical care, Elijah sought God, finding him in a gentle whisper. God asked, "What are you doing here, Elijah?" allowing him to voice pain. Elijah felt alone, but God revealed he wasn't. 7,000 shared his faith. Elijah's healing came through community, not solitude. He was given a new mission with a companion, Elisha. Connection, care, and shared purpose restored Elijah. His story shows healing starts with being heard and reconnected. We find strength in community, not isolation. Let's embrace the power of connection for healing and purpose. Elijah's journey teaches us to seek companionship in our struggles. Together, we can overcome despair and find renewed strength. The path to healing is through connection, not solitude. Let's build a community that supports and uplifts each other. Embrace the power of connection to thrive and heal. Elijah's story is ancient, but science confirms its wisdom. Loneliness is a public health epidemic, as harmful as smoking. Social isolation increases risks of heart disease, stroke, and more. Connection boosts immunity, speeds recovery, and extends life. Harvard study happiness and health in old age linked to relationships. Interdependence is our greatest survival mechanism, not a weakness. Our brains evolved for social bonds. Connection is essential. Science and heart agree, we are better together. Maya, a brilliant developer, isolated herself to protect her idea. She worked tirelessly alone, believing in the myth of the solo founder. Progress stalled, and isolation turned her garage into a prison. Defeated, she attended a tech meetup, meeting Ben, an experienced developer. Ben's questions offered a new perspective, reigniting Maya's hope. Maya realized isolation suffocated her idea. She needed connection. She built a team, including a UI designer, transforming her project. The garage became a collaborative space, solving problems together. Maya learned relationships were more valuable than her idea. Her company launched from community, not solitude. Maya's story shows the power of reaching out and building connections. Collaboration unlocked her potential and enriched her journey. Let's embrace community to nurture our ideas and dreams. Together we can achieve more than we ever could alone. Maya's journey teaches us the value of connection in success. Solitude can be a tool, but not a destination. The myth of greatness in isolation leads to burnout and despair. Our power lies in interdependence, not independence. Elijah and Maya found strength in care and collaboration. Science confirms we are wired for connection. Our best work depends on it. Challenge the lone wolf myth. Asking for help is strength. Celebrate collaboration and make time for relationships. True greatness is building a supportive community, not standing alone. Reflect on your life. When has connection made a difference? The path to a wholehearted life is one we walk together.